Hi there, welcome to Lesson 3, Sharpen Your Sit-Up without stretching out your PT shirt. In this lesson, you will learn 5 cues to help you feel stronger when performing sit-ups, and you'll also learn how to modify the sit-up for beginners. And then finally, you'll learn how to use your breath to maximize core tension in order to pump out more repetitions. The sit-up. Love them or hate them, sit-ups are part of the PT test. But I've seen airmen of all body types, all fitness levels, that struggle with sit-ups. If you don't practice or you don't know the right cues, they can be very challenging. But I'm here to tell you, with some proper practice, they can actually become, dare I say, easy. Before we get started, let me just pause and say that if you're postpartum, if you've had a child recently, before you start practicing your sit-ups or trying to get that core strength again, please check with your OBGYN or even better yet, a pelvic floor specialist who can get you on the right track. Now for the rest of y'all, let's start by talking about some of the biggest mistakes I see, or the most common, when I watch people do their sit-ups. The first one, as you can tell in the title, is grabbing the shirt. This does not help you do more sit-ups. In fact, it wastes energy. Number 2 is overreaching with your elbows. Again, a waste of energy. You don't have to reach up so high, but I'm going to show you a cue to fix that. And the third is breathing, or lack of breathing. This just makes everything more difficult. So just like we did in lesson 2 with the push-up, we're going to assess the body from head to toe, and we're going to see how we can fix some of those mistakes in order to improve the sit-up and improve performance. So just like a push-up, a strong sit-up begins with a strong starting position. Although the starting position for the Air Force PT test is lying down, for practice purposes, we'll begin in the up position. Let's take a look at the 5 sit-up cues from head to toe. The first cue is to get tall. Imagine a string is pulling you up from the top of your head. This will prevent hunching over, and it will also enhance your breathing. Next, for cue number 2, I want you to press your hands into your chest. I like to imagine that my hands and my arms are super glued to my body, making it impossible to pull on my shirt or lift them up. For the third cue, imagine making an X on your back by tucking your shoulder blades down into your imaginary back pockets. This will also ensure good posture and prevent slouching. The fourth cue, elbows to thighs, will ensure you are doing as many repetitions as possible with the most efficiency. In the AFI, it says that elbows must touch the knees or thighs, but why waste the effort of reaching all the way to your knees when a lower thigh touch is acceptable? Just touch and go. Cue 5. Last but not least, let's focus on active feet. Now during testing, you'll have the option to use a tow bar or have someone hold your feet. However, that doesn't mean your feet shouldn't be working at all. While we practice, let's ensure we screw our feet into the ground from the get-go, starting by pushing your heels into the floor, then your arches, and then your toes. Just like with gripping your hands for push-ups, this will create tension in the feet that will extend to the calves, hamstrings, and quads. So now you know what a strong starting up position looks like for the sit-up. Let's see all of the cues in action. if you're a beginner or having a difficult time performing a sit-up with the knees fully bent, you can always modify the exercise by straightening out one leg while you practice. This is also a great modification if you don't have a partner or a tow bar available. This single straight leg variation makes the sit-up a bit easier, but still builds core strength and allows you to work on the head-to-toe cues. The main cue to focus on here is to corkscrew the bent knee foot into the ground and push the heel of the straight leg into the ground as well. Alternate each leg as you practice, performing an equal number of repetitions on each side. Breathing during the sit-up is very similar to breathing with a push-up. We'll focus on the tension breath. So let's review what we learned in lesson 2 about the tension breath and see how we can apply it to the sit-up.
So we're going to focus on the tension breath. So a tension breath can be performed by making a sound. So you're not exhaling fully, like you're just blowing just enough air out. And as you do this, if you put a hand on your abdomen, you'll feel your abs tense up, creating tension in your body. So you're releasing some air, but getting everything as tight as possible. So let's try that. Inhale in through your nose, and then tension breath. Feel everything in your body tighten up.
Let's work on the sit-up now. As we descend, as we lower, inhale through the nose. Push those feet into the ground, palms into the chest, tension breaths. Exhale at the top. Inhale. Inhale. There you have it. Tension breath, making that sound, tighten your abs, as much core stability as possible, and then let all that breath go at the top. Inhale again and repeat.